guys, I'm in the house. We're doing a walkthrough. It's happening. Today's video is really exciting because if you follow me, you know that I bought a house in Savannah. It took a few months to find this house and a few months for me to like actually get the guts and buy this house. And so I kind of want to go through the process of buying this house with you guys. I always knew I wanted to buy a house on my own because I had already bought a house in Miami, which there's another video talking about what happened to that house if you guys want to go watch it. I posted it last week. But that house in Miami is being sold, and I originally bought this Savannah house while having that house, and that was like my primary home. So I was kind of viewing it as more of like a vacation home, like live there half the year maybe, because I was so obsessed with Savannah. And you know, life took a little turn and now I'm gonna be there for now. Like this year, 2025, that is my home. And so I'm excited. I am really excited about this. My dream was always to just buy a home, like invest my money in property. It's smart to invest in property, like put my money somewhere where it's not gonna depreciate and lose value, like at the bank. The second thing was I can have a vacation home. I can stay here half the time or come here a few months out of the year and then maybe like rent it out. I didn't know if like I wanted to rent it out because I don't know how I feel about short-term rentals. I do love a short-term rental. I'm literally in an Airbnb right now and I think it's so cool. Like this Airbnb is so sick. I'm in Italy right now, by the way. Like look at these ceilings. The ceilings are insane. And like you don't get this when you go to a hotel. I mean, unless you're staying at crazy hotels, but hotels are also expensive. Anyway, so I was thinking about maybe renting it out and then doing like half-time or holidays or whatever there while I lived in Miami. But when I was looking at Miami, I was looking at Savannah. I was also looking at like South Carolina and North Carolina just because I feel like the Carolinas are also so beautiful. And Savannah is really close to Charleston, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna go like every other weekend to Charleston. I'm so excited. So I reached out to my friend. She's amazing. If you guys live in Miami, her name is Gems on Instagram. She rents and sells the most beautiful properties in Miami. Like they're all like historical buildings or preserved and it's all like the pretty stuff from Miami. And I asked her to recommend me a realtor in Savannah. And she did, someone from her company, I think they work for Compass, and her name is Lisa. And she is quite a trip. Like I am obsessed with her. Her energy is amazing. Like she's just like the funniest person ever. And so I told her what I was looking for. I told her I didn't really have like an ideal situation. I didn't really know what I wanted, but I did have a budget. So my budget was max $850,000. That's like my max. So ideally I would not be spending that. So we started looking. I obviously looked on Zillow every single day, but then also realtors have like a portal that they see things that haven't been listed or are privately listed that they don't list on Zillow or these apps. So she sent me a whole bunch that I hadn't seen yet. So I went through all of them and I ended up choosing 9 houses that I really wanted to see in Savannah. So I made the trip. I booked my flight from Miami and I landed there and we went to go see all these houses. I'm gonna go through the house tours with you guys one by one. I apologize if the footage is not great. I was all by myself with the realtor in Savannah and I was like really embarrassed and nervous to like film everything. Plus I was doing like short format as well. So I was like filming double and she was probably like, what is she on? I don't care to vlog and film everything. I don't care people on the street and they're staring at me. I don't care. But I feel like when I'm in like professional adult settings, I get really embarrassed because it's like this weird ass girl just showed up and is filming everything and like she's gonna buy a house. Like she looks like she's 12. Ah! There's like the biggest fly in here. Kill it. What the fuck do you mean it's like killing a hamster? We're starting with a house that was fully renovated. I think they like recently bought it and they renovated it. It was all black and white, which is kind of ironic that I wanted to see it. Pictures look so pretty that I was like, I'm really curious and you know, I'm not scared of a little makeover. This house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,476 square feet and it's $799,000. No way it was $800,000. The house was not worth $800,000. Let's go through it. The entrance was pretty grand. Like I really like a grand entrance. Like I love the typical layout where you walk in and you have the staircase going up and then you have like your rooms. But the stairs are painted black. Since the wood is already painted, I would easily paint them a really fun color like blue or something, and it would look so cool. The first room you see is the dining room. Built-in shelving, which is really nice. I mean, it was giving kind of farmhouse, which I don't like that style. So when you start to look at houses that are like this expensive, you're like, I don't want to put a lot of money into this house. This is the laundry room. It was a pretty big laundry room. I guess this is also like a mud room because there's like sinks and stuff, and there's a door to the outside as well. And this bathroom was really, really big actually. That's actually a really big bathroom for such an old house. I feel like when you tour these like Victorian old houses, they don't have big bathrooms. If anything, they only have like one bathroom, and it was a shared bathroom, and it was a very small bathroom. That was my biggest battle looking at Victorian houses. Like the bathrooms and closet spaces just were non-existent. But this bathroom was really spacious. Again, I don't like the finishes, but I could live with them because it's like kind of nice. I can appreciate neutral like farmhouse styles. This was like the neutral farmhouse style that I don't like. I think it just looked a little cheaply made, especially when they were asking for so much money for the house. Next is the kitchen. The kitchen was also very spacious. The one thing I loved about this house is that there's such good natural lighting. That's so important for me, for my happiness and for my content. It's so stunning. The living room, the bay house windows is what really got me. I think that's the reason why I really wanted to see it. This is the main bedroom. It's the same kind of layout as the living room. Honestly, it's the same layout as the living room. The fireplaces could have been so cool, but they just painted over them black and added some really ugly tile. The one thing about these windows, they wouldn't close properly. They were closed, but in between the window, there was literally a hole. It just means that I would have had to replace the windows, and that's a lot of money. And when you would look closely at the finishes in the house, the paint job, it looked like the fattest landlord special. I find it so odd when people paint rooms black, I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna do a dark color, don't do black. Do green or something. Every time I'm comparing a house, or if I'm talking about a house, it all has to do with the price and the location and how it was renovated or whatever it is that they did. Sometimes I make short format videos talking about the houses that I tour, and I'm like, oh no, it wasn't enough space. And then people are like, what the fuck? That was bigger than my bathroom. But it's because there wasn't enough context. It wasn't big enough for the price. You're not gonna pay this much money and just have a half third bedroom. Then your property isn't worth that, is what I'm trying to say. When I'm critiquing homes, it really is based off of what they are asking for. They were over asking for this home way too hard. This little staircase moment was really cute. Imagine a really fun chandelier there. That was super cool. All 3 bedrooms share this bathroom unless you're going downstairs to use the bathroom downstairs. But this bathroom was also, it felt very spacious, and it was nice. I actually kind of like the finishes in this bathroom. Next, we're going into the 3rd bedroom. And the 3rd bedroom, it's the first bedroom you saw, and it had really nice lighting. I also really love the floor. It was a dark wood, and it was just stunning. And this was your entrance / patio. I posted these tours already on my TikTok and Instagram, and I got comments of people saying, watch out, because that house is actually a crack house. I don't know how true that is. I mean, these are just comments, but it gave the weirdest vibes. And the fact that that's your view and they're looking in, I think the house is abandoned or something. Next house is this cute little greenhouse. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it's 1,685 square feet. I don't know much about Savannah, location-wise, where we are and stuff, but we were definitely going through all of Savannah. And this one was kind of far away from where I wanted to be. So that wasn't ideal. And then also this was kind of in a up-and-coming neighborhood. It was a cute little greenhouse, very American, with the little American flag. But I feel you think of the United States and this is what you think of, or at least I do, from movies and stuff. And so I feel I've always romanticized living in a cute little white picketed fence house like this. One thing someone actually told me in Savannah was be careful with wooden houses, because you're going to be painting them every 5 years, every 8 years. And that's something I really, really thought about. And to be honest, the house I bought is wood, so I'm a little concerned. I didn't listen to this man. But what is really concerning is the wooden stairs and the wooden floors from outside. I think that's more concerning than the facade, because the facade no one's really stepping on it or touching it. Yes, it's obviously still gonna get ruined with the weather and stuff, but I feel if you're also stepping on it and stuff, these stairs, you can see they're getting unpainted and stuff because people are passing through them. This is probably more of a every year type upkeep, and then the facade is probably like a every 8-year type thing. Had a cute little balcony outside. It had really cute lighting, and it had like a little tiny space on the outside, which was really nice. This was the living room. The living room was cute, but the lighting was kind of odd. This is those houses that has potential, and like you could do so much with it. I don't think I'm like ready for that. Or I don't think I was ready for that because I was renovating my house in Miami. And so like, I just wanted to buy a nice house that I could just decorate instead of like renovate. This was the main bedroom. The fireplace was really nice. The lighting in the main bedroom was really, really nice. And then they had a huge walk-in closet. And I feel like you do not see these type of homes having such a big freaking closet. Like that was something that I was like, oh, I need that. I want that. Obviously, everything else from the house, like I wasn't like the biggest fan. The bathroom was like all blacked out, like decked out in black marble. And this is just very Miami of them. It's giving 80s Miami with that tub and that shower. I can work around things, but I can't work around this. This bedroom, you can see that it actually gets really good lighting just that the window was closed and it had a little fireplace, but I don't know, I wasn't convinced. And then there was like a little tiny office, very, very tiny. I just wasn't convinced. I didn't really love that one. I didn't like it at all, actually. Did I tell you guys how much it cost? It's $669,000. No, it just wasn't worth it, I don't think. Next up, this was one of like the top houses I wanted to see so bad. 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,590 square feet, $675,000. What the heck? It's huge. It's massive. Savannah's kind of like those places where like you go down one street and it's like the most beautiful street ever, and then you go down one street and it's just like it's up and coming. Like it's not the same as that street that you're in, which is so normal. This house was kind of that. It had cute houses being renovated, it had cute houses nearby, but it also had houses that, you know, like just weren't the cutest. And just location was just such a big factor for me. I'm pretty sure it was a fat walk to downtown or wherever it is that like everything is that I wanted to be close to. I absolutely love that huge red door. You can't really tell, but it was massive. And it had like a massive glass in the middle. The living room was stunning, but they like opened up the living room in such an awkward way. Like, I don't even know. Like, I way rather have the kitchen be closed than to have the kitchen be like that. Because where you see the wooden floor end and the marble starts, that's such an awkward way to open up a space. Like, either get rid of the fireplace, which is literally criminal, or just leave it closed, please. There's so much potential, and they really slaughtered the potential. You're walking through these beautiful, antique, old ass floors, and then you walk into this marble. That's crazy. And the finishes in the kitchen, that's literally criminal. Someone call the police, please. Like, it just made no sense with the actual house. And I hate it when people do that. And then the entire back rooms had this marble floor, and I hated it. Do not like it. Like, keep that in a modern home, please. Like, do not bring that into my Victorian home. Next up, we're going up. It has this like beautiful entrance, grand entrance. But next thing you know, I'm going up the stairs and I realized, oh, the stairs were painted brown. Literally call the cops right now. Who does that? Literally paint them any other color. But brown, criminal. Literally put this person in a jail. Brown stairs painted? Crazy. That's crazy. But I wasn't mad because I've always seen these pictures and I've always dreamt of having colorful stairs. But if I bought a house and it had wooden stairs, I wouldn't paint them because I love wood too much and I could never do that because that's criminal. But if they're already painted, then I'm just gonna paint them all one color. I've just always been obsessed with like those stairs that are like painted a certain color, like blue or green or pink or whatever it is. And it just looks so different because you don't normally see that. Okay, that stripe on the ground is criminal though. Look at that stripe. They literally put painter's tape and painted that little stripe brown. Why? What was the reasoning behind it? The floors upstairs were a little ruined, I'm not gonna lie. But you can easily sand them down and repolish and stain them and they would be really cute. The main bedroom was really big. It was so big and it had like a kind of a Bay House shape window situation going on. I really liked it. It had really good lighting. It was super cute. But this bathroom, I walked in and it was a jump scare. I think I screamed when I walked into this bathroom. Literally, where did this come from? First of all, it's a different marble and tile from the rest of the house. Like, I don't know where this marble came from. It's not matching anything from the house. It is quite literally maybe the ugliest. I hate hating on stuff because, like, I don't care if, like, people like this. And clearly this person liked this. And, like, I generally feel bad. Like, I know they're not going to watch this video. I feel bad. Like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But, like, what the heck is this tile doing in this Victorian home? Please. Like, even if you like this tile, you cannot tell me that it makes sense in this home. Like, it really does not make sense. That was a jump scare. I was really confused. I still am confused. I will always be confused. I will think about this and be forever confused. This was the guest bedroom and then the other guest bedroom, and they all had great lighting. They were really spacious. It was really nice. They all had their own fireplace, like inside every single bedroom, which is crazy. And then this was the other guest bathroom. This one kind of makes more sense, even though it doesn't make sense because they were trying to do like something modern in this old house. It makes more sense than the main bedroom. Like, I don't get it. At this point, I'm just a little confused by all the finishes, and I'm already thinking it's too big. Even if it had great finishes, it was just too big. Next is this little blue house that this was the main reason why I went to Savannah, because I thought I saw this one as like the most perfect opportunity. This one is $750,000. It's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, and it's 1,400 square feet. It's in the Victorian district, so it's very close to everything and everywhere I wanted to be at. So this was like the main house that I really liked because it was close to everything. And also it's a short-term rental, and then when the family would go, they would just stay there. But it was already a short-term rental, so I viewed it as, okay, if I don't end up going, if I do end up renting it out, it's already a short-term rental. I wouldn't have to do anything. Like, it's already there. It's already a possibility, and it already has its license, because in Savannah you have to go through like an entire process to even be able to rent something out. It's like basically impossible to rent out houses in Savannah. And it was blue on the outside. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with the color. They had this little backyard, which was really nice, and then it had this space outside where you can park your cars. So basically you had like a huge parking lot to yourself. It had this little porch thingy. This was the first bathroom. It was cute. It had the little laundry room and stuff, but it did feel a little cramped. If you see the kitchen situation, like the table, there was like no space for a table, so it had to be like against this wall, and it just felt really cramped. But then I realized where this table is, this little like dining area thing, I'm pretty sure there's a vintage fireplace in there. I'm like literally 99% sure, and so was my realtor. And so I think it would have been so cool to open it up and restore that fireplace. The living room was also very cramped, which I think the living room was like the biggest thing for me, because I love a good comfy sofa. And if you see here, you can't, like, a comfy sofa doesn't fit. They only had a love seat. And then if you had like a L or something, it would block both entranceways. But it was really cute, and I was already leaning towards this one more than all the other ones. The staircase was really tiny. Second bathroom right here. 3 rooms are sharing this bathroom because it only has 1 shower, which was also the downside, because I was like, if I come here for the holidays with my family and stuff, we're all gonna be showering in 1 bathroom, which is like fine, but for the price, I didn't know about that one. Yeah, like it was like very narrow. This was the main bedroom. The layout, oh my god, my biggest pet peeve is like a weird layout. Like, what the heck is going on here? I've never seen a room like this. You're telling me they stacked 3 bunk beds in a little tiny room like this? I mean, props to them for creativity, but like, that's crazy. You couldn't even like close a door, I'm pretty sure. I've never seen something like that. I swear. It's functional. Like, you can get in there and sleep in there, but I think I would have a major panic attack sleeping there. Like, major claustrophobia. Oh no, I'm pretty sure there's another bedroom, but I didn't show you guys where to go. But yeah, this one I was leaning towards more because of the location and like what they were already offering. Next, this house was stunning. It was like a typical farmhouse, grand entrance. Like I told you guys, I love the staircase. The wooden floors were beautiful. They're so beautiful. It was very well kept. Out of all of them, especially, this one was the best with the finishes and how they decided to preserve the house and like keep the charm while still keeping it modern, because it felt really new and clean and nice. And they opened up the kitchen a little bit, and you can see how they like left that little table thing situation, and I thought that was like so cool. Like, I've never seen something like that, and it looks so good. This kitchen was stunning. I don't love farmhouses, but when I do love a neutral farmhouse, it'll look like this. It's not my style, and like I would have never chosen this, But this is cute. I can admit it's cute. This laundry room is adorable. Wooden countertops. That floor is super fun. They also added these like tiled floors in the bathroom, and I thought that was also really fun. Like, it looked nice. It looked luxurious. It was a good finish. I really love this house, just that it was also way too big for what I was looking for. This was one of the first bathrooms. This bathroom was huge. It was really nice, but it was huge. I love the finishes though. It was cute, but look, the view, I never even got a picture of the view, but it was an abandoned house next door. So your view is this abandoned house, and like, although that house is probably gonna be bought and like renovated and stuff, it wasn't my ideal situation. This was one of the bedrooms. I can't remember if this was the main bedroom, but it was beautiful. It had great lighting. The windows were beautiful. The hallway was nice. It didn't feel cramped. It was big, or I think maybe this was the main bedroom because it was huge. And it had like its own little balcony. This was another bedroom, very cute. The second bathroom was cute, like I could work with it. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's 2,196 square feet, so it's really big. And it's $785,000. So it was almost at the 800 mark, which I didn't want to spend that. Plus it was really big. It was in the 2,000 square feet. But all these homes also, the location was not ideal. It was just further than what I needed. Next up, a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,370 square feet. That doesn't make any sense. The other one was smaller in square footage, but the other one felt so much bigger than the one we're about to tour. So that doesn't make any sense in my head. It was $739,000. But the neighborhood was so cute. It had a pink house right next to it, and all the houses were so beautiful. This street was so beautiful. Like, I wanted my house to be in like the cutest little neighborhood area. It was giving literally Gilmore Girls. I loved this one. Like, you enter and it's stunning. The wooden floors were stunning. They for sure like redid them, fixed them up. It was beautiful. They opened everything, so it was like an open layout, which personally I don't love. I love closed spaces, but it was cute. It was very functional. It was really nice. The finishes were also really cute. It had a really nice closet though for the kitchen and like just for anything you needed. The lighting was not great, which was a little sad, but it was cute. It felt way smaller, so I feel like I was leaning towards this one more because if it was smaller in my head, but I guess not by square feet. And it had a little area. I had a backyard. I'm just obsessed with this wood. I think this is like the wood that I like the most, like that shade of wood. And we were also obsessed with the wall paneling that they did. Like, normally in homes like this, like, they will not renovate and add more to it. They'll just fix what's there, but they won't add panel molding. The rooms had really good lighting. I was obsessed with this room. It had a little porch, so it had like a back door, and the closet was huge. Like, now I'm looking at this because I'm moving to Savannah now, and I'm like, fuck, I want a closet like this because I don't have a closet like that in the house that I bought. The bathroom was really nice. The finishes were really cute. I probably wouldn't have done anything to this bathroom except add really nice wallpaper and make it a little more vintage. The view to all the other houses that's literally like my Savannah dream. Like, all the houses were so cute. Whoever is looking at this video and you're on the hunt for a house in Savannah, please buy this one. These were all the other rooms. The rooms were really well kept. Like, they weren't too big. So it just felt like a really perfectly sized home. But finally, we arrived to my dream home, the one I ended up buying. She is 1,400 square feet, so she's way smaller. She's literally half of what we just saw. It's in the perfect location. It's so close to everything, and it's yellow. I grew up in Miami in a wooden yellow paneled house like this. It's small because it's like compressed into like a tall house instead of it being like super wide. I already posted a house tour about it, but go watch it if you haven't seen it. But she's stunning and I'm so excited to see her. And I did end up getting her for such a good price. But I got her for $700,000. They were asking for more. We got a good deal and it had everything I wanted. It was meant to be, for sure. It was meant to be. Those are the tours. Those are the houses I toured. I saw so many. I think I didn't film like 2 or maybe 1. I don't know how many tours we just did, but I'm not showing you guys the other ones because I never filmed them, probably because I didn't like them or something. That was fun. Did you guys have fun? I've been talking for so long. Normally, when you're buying a house, it'll probably take around like 3 months or less, but 3 months is like kind of expected. Pre-approval is normally what takes the most, and then them like accepting, and then just the process of them receiving the money and all that, it normally ends up taking at least a month or like more than a month. The people that were selling the house that I wanted, for some reason, they just wanted to get rid of it immediately. And so when they accept your offer, there's like a time period of when everything has to get done. And normally it's like a month, like 30 days. And they requested it to be in 2 weeks, like 15 days. So that's why it went by so quick. And to be honest, I was not mad. The quicker I got the house, the happier I was going to be, because I'm very impulsive. And no, I have a lot of patience, but when it comes to things like that, like I'm just so excited. I'm like, please give me my house right now. The pre-approval was quick because I had bought the house recently this year in Miami. So like I already had like my pre-approval stuff in check. I had the money in check. My realtor did a little bit of negotiating. We got accepted. I did send them a cover letter, by the way. So my biggest tip and hack in life, if you're buying a house, send a cover letter. You're probably like, what the heck does that mean? Or is it even a cover letter? I don't know. Every time I've bought a house once in Miami, there's so many people that wanted it because it was such a special house. And so I ended up writing them a letter. I was just explaining like who we were and like why we wanted the house. And she fell in love with the letter and she loved it and she loved us. So she sold the house to us. Because at the end of the day, like, yes, it's about like who offers the most or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you really care about your home, like you want it to go to like a good set of people, like someone who's not going to destroy the house that you built. And I'm literally exposing myself, but I'm going to show you guys the letter just because I feel like when you're buying your first house, like you don't know. I had no idea what I was doing. Also, I did an inspection, obviously. Before you buy it, get an appraisal and get an inspection. An appraisal is like when someone comes into the house and they tell you how much the house is actually worth. So if they're over asking, you can always negotiate with that number. So always do that. And inspections, always do inspections. They cost money, which is sometimes why people don't do it. But I actually think it's nuts that people don't do inspections before buying a house. You have to do an inspection because like you are paying all this money for a house. And if you don't inspect it and you don't know what's wrong with it, or like if there is anything wrong with it, down the line, you're gonna move into this house and a lot of things are gonna go wrong if something is wrong, obviously. I remember there was a house in Miami, like we looked at it 2 years ago before we bought the Miami house. We did an inspection, we wanted to buy it so bad. And the inspector literally came up to us and told us, I swear this is my top 3 worst inspections I've ever seen in my entire life in any house in Miami. Like, can you imagine? As soon as we heard those words, we're like, holy shit, we are not buying this house. Or you can use it also to negotiate for them to give you more money, for them to like fix it, renovate it, or give you the house cheaper because that's crazy. And write them a letter. You're not in contact with the sellers. They will never meet you. You will never meet them. So this is like the one personalized thing that you can do. And the only way you can kind of like tell them like, okay, this is who I am and this is why I want your house. So I created this little letter. I'm gonna block out like some information. I was wondering what happened to go where I found my love for interior design. I'm an interior designer, artist, and content creator. I found the need for eclectic and January design from that blends my love for eclectic maximalistic design. I'm a full-time content creator. Through my content, I share my passion for interiors and colors and whatever. And I just like talk about me and who I am. And then rib, I put, we're just gonna blur that out. And I put my pets. So it's Nalu and Jello, but R.I.P. He kept the cats, guys. I'm literally gonna start crying. I can't think about the cats. I literally can't. In life, you gotta think out of the box of how you can secure the things that you want in life. You need to be creative. You need to get out of that box and be creative. And this is one thing. I know this isn't like life-changing. I know most people, maybe a lot of people know about this and it's like a common thing when you're buying a house, but I feel like my friends that I've told or like my family, they're like so confused about it. So I'm like, okay, I guess not everyone knows about this. So yeah, this is just like one way. But also just in life, when I was an editor, all my editing jobs and all the jobs I got interviews for or like got hired for and stuff was because I was like thinking out of the box and was being creative on like how can I stand out from everyone else and secure this job or secure whatever it is that I wanted. I think I covered everything. I don't know. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm gonna be documenting this entire process, so don't forget to subscribe because I'm gonna be posting, I promise you guys, 2025 is a year I YouTube everything. So I will be posting and being super active on here. So I love you guys. Subscribe, comment, like, please help me out. Like, I wanna stay motivated. I wanna be on this platform. I love this platform. This was the platform I grew up on. I have a special place for YouTube in my heart, so I'm excited. I'm excited about this. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I feel like I talked so much, but I'll see you guys in the next video.